to realize the love of God. And that love is so overwhelming that it overcomes the fear of dying. If you can recall what Paul says, to live is Christ, to die is gain. This is the attitude that we need to have as a Christian. So, as you assume most of us are Christians here, do you acknowledge His presence wherever you go? For me, I acknowledge His presence wherever I go, because when I leave for Malaysia, I really depend on Him to give me comfort and guidance there. Whenever you are eating, whenever you are alone, or whenever you are traveling, do you acknowledge His presence? Some people pray before they eat their food. Some people pray before they take off for their family holidays. Why? Because they acknowledge the presence of God. They know that whenever they go, God is with them. There's this sermon once in Australia I heard. This preacher that challenged us says, will you pray for your food publicly? That means when you go out to eat in a restaurant, will you pray for food publicly? What you mean there is not pray inside your heart, but I mean pray out, actually saying the words out. This shows it takes a lot of courage to do that. But what it shows is that God is really real in your life, because it takes courage to pray and say it out loud in public. It's easy to do within among Christians, but it's hard to do when you are outside in the world. But that gives us a hint of how close we are to God and how real is God in our life. And the next is, when trials come, will He still be the first in your life? For me, when my experience in Adelaide is only two things that distract me is exams and money. Exams is a very big part of a student life. Maybe when you are working, you won't feel that student is exam but for a student, it's a big thing, especially uni students and overseas uni students. It's worse because the tuition fees are so high and the standards are high. And if you cannot pass, you'll be repeating 1 year and you're going to miss all your friends. And you'll be seeing your friends graduating without you in the picture. So there is a lot of pressure for a student. So, will you skip worship or will you skip church activities because your exams are near? That also an indicator that how real or how close are you with God. And money, during contribution, I faced a very tough challenge because for me personally, I have said, I prayed to God, I will promise you to give 5 Aussie dollars every week. And at first I was doing good, and I said, yes, I can do it, I can give more. I will give 10 Aussie per week. And so I do it. But after when the water bills come and the electric bills come, because in Australia, 3 months once the electric bill will come. So it's 3 months altogether and they give you one bill, not here like every month. So the first 3 months I was thinking, I'm spending quite well, I'm saving a lot of money so I can give more. But after that, one shot, 3 months, everything come together and I'm broke. And I checked my account and it was nearly negative. Nearly need to go and borrow money from my friends. So at that time, I'll face this challenge. Can I just reduce that $10 per week to $5 again? So it's a negotiation with God once again about how much I give. So there's this saying, there's one picture that says, if you do not know how to give when you have little, you do not, when you do not know how to give when you are little, when you are rich, when you have a lot, you won't learn how to give. And that's a very true saying, because from his experience, he says, because he's a doctor, he says a lot of my friends says, when I graduate and I earn big money because I'm a doctor, I want to build this charity association, or want to give money to this or who. But after that, none of them did pay or contribute to the society. So this is a word of wisdom, that if you do not know how to give when you have little, when you have a lot, you still won't know how to give. So it's a challenge for us Christians every week when we contribute, to give a portion of our savings, how much we pledge to give God. And when difficulties comes, will you reduce the portion that you pledge to give God, so that you can cover up other stuff? Right. Now let's come to the spiritual heart check section. Let's check your own heart. What gives you the most joy? So what I want you to do now is to write down in one piece of your paper, there's 3, so just use one piece, and write down what gives you the most joy in your life. Overall, I mean everything, including your physical life, or emotional life, spiritual life. What gives you the most joy? What is your greatest fear? What gives your greatest encouragement? What gives you the greatest encouragement? What is your greatest desire? These 4 things. I'll show you the reason why I want you to write it down. So, is your heart in tune with God? That's the question. Whatever you have write down in your paper, is your heart in tune with God? Take a look at the example of Jesus. In Luke chapter 2, verse 49. And he said to them, "Why did you seek me? Did you not know that I must be about my Father's business?" Even in a young age, Jesus already has his mind set on his Father's business. So, before we go to what you have written down in your paper, we also look at next, the heart of Paul. Let's take a look at what the heart of Paul is made of. In 1 Thessalonians chapter 3, what Paul rejoices is that the Thessalonians Christians are in Jesus. His fear is that he is afraid of the Christians are tempted away from Jesus. That's why he sent Timothy to be among them and to encourage them. His greatest encouragement is to see Christians stand firm in Jesus. And his greatest desire is he wanted to see others grow in Jesus. This is the heart of Paul. So this is just an example of the Bible that regarding the questionnaire that I give you. So make a comparison of what you have written down to what Paul has written down for us in the Bible. He rejoices that they are Christians, but his greatest fear is that they will be tempted away. His encouragement is that they will be able to stand firm. When they stand firm, he feels very encouraged. And when others grow in Jesus, that is his desire, for others to grow. So, if your things that you have written down is almost in tune or some of you may be very far apart from what Paul part is made of, then you must have some obstacles. So I just list down some obstacles that you may face. Okay. Idols. Okay, many of us think that idols is about Buddha, Guan Yin, or the Hindu gods. There are millions of Hindu gods. But in our current age, some of us, our idols is materialism, money, good grades, our spouse or boyfriend or girlfriend. These all can be our idols.